It was a busy Monday morning at a high-end corporate law firm in downtown Lahore. Everyone was buzzing about, papers flying, phones ringing, clients coming in and out. Asterisk in the midst of it all walked Mr. Shahbaz Malik, a millionaire lawyer. Tall, sharply dressed, polished Italian shoes clicking across the floor. He was known for winning high-profile cases and for his arrogance that walked into a room before he did. Asterisk as he entered the office. Took off his designer sunglasses and glanced around, then frowned. Asterisk in the far corner of the hallway. A cleaning lady was sweeping the floor. She was dressed in a faded uniform, her hands calloused, her back slightly bent from years of labor. Asterisk her name was Hasina Bibi, in her mid-50s. Quiet, consistent, and invisible to most. Asterisk Shahbaz sneered and called, out loud enough for everyone to hear, Asterisk, you there? Still sweeping floors? Ever thought of doing something useful with your brain if you even have one? Asterisk, some people around looked awkwardly away, pretending not to hear. But Hasina slowly looked up. Her eyes were calm, yet piercing. Asterisk greater than sir. She said politely, I may sweep floors, but I know my worth. Shahbaz chuckled mockingly. Greater than, oh really? Why don't you translate this legal document if you're so smart? Asterisk, he grabbed a complex property dispute file from his desk, full of dense legal English, and tossed it toward her. Asterisk narrator, pause, gentle suspense music builds. The office fell silent. Everyone froze, waiting for her to crumble. She didn't. Asterisk Hasina calmly picked up the document, adjusted her old reading glasses, and began to read. Asterisk 2 minutes passed. Then 5. Asterisk. Then in a clear, steady voice, she began. Asterisk greater than this document refers to property, no. 247, Sector B it outlines. A legal dispute between two parties regarding 3 main. Asterisk it was a regular Monday morning at Shahbaz & Co., one of the top legal firms in Lahore. Employees walked in with their morning coffees, files in hand. Typing away at their desks, Asterisk and walked Mr. Shahbaz Malik, a sharp-looking man in his early 40s known for 2 things, his impeccable legal mind and his ego. Asterisk, he wore a 3-piece designer suit, carried the latest phone, and had the air of someone who had one in life. People in the office didn't talk to him unless spoken to. When they did, they made sure to agree with him. Asterisk while Shahbaz was reviewing his schedule, he noticed someone out of place. Asterisk in the hallway, just outside the conference room, a cleaning. A lady in a faded uniform swept the floor quietly. Her name was Hasina Bibi. She had worked at the office for nearly 8 years. Never late, never off. Quiet, respectful, and invisible, just the way the world treated most people in her shoes. Asterisk, but something about her presence today bothered Shahbaz. Maybe he was in a bad mood, or maybe pride had been building for too long. He scoffed. Asterisk, greater than you there, Hasina, right? You ever think of doing something better with your life? You've been sweeping floors for, 10 years? Must be a great career plan. The comment was sharp, public, and humiliating. Some staff looked up from their desks, startled. Others looked away, pretending to not hear. But Hasina Bibi did not look down. She stood upright, turned slightly toward him, and spoke in a calm, clear voice. Asterisk greater than sir, every job has dignity, but not every man understands it. Quiet gasp moved through the room. Shahbaz raised an eyebrow. Asterisk he wasn't used to being talked back to, especially not by someone like her. Asterisk with a smirk. He picked up a complex legal document, something related to a property dispute, and waved it at her. Asterisk, all right then. Since you're so wise, why don't you translate this into Urdu? Let's see how smart you really are. He tossed it onto a nearby table, expecting her to walk away embarrassed. Instead, she walked forward, picked up the file with both hands, adjusted her glasses, and sat down on the empty chair near the wall. Asterisk for a full minute, she read silently. Shahbaz leaned against the doorframe, arms crossed. Confident he had made his point. Asterisk, and then she spoke. Asterisk greater than this document is regarding a legal disagreement over a commercial plot. Number 247 in Sector B. It outlines the claim of Party A. Contesting the ownership rights due to forged documentation presented by Party B, the file refers to 3 primary concerns. 1. Authenticity of land registration. 2. Alleged forgery in documentation. 3. Disputed payment of Rs. 3.2 million. The document proposes mediation as an alternative route before escalation to civil court. There was dead silence in the office. Shabaz's smirk vanished. His hands dropped from the folder he was holding. His voice came out much softer this time. Greater than how? How do you know all that? Hasina Bibi looked him straight in the eyes and replied, greater than I graduated top of my class in English and Urdu literature. I tutored students for years, but life had other plans. When my husband passed away, I had no one to support my children. I took this job because it was steady, but I never stopped reading, never stopped learning. Flashback scene. Soft. Music builds emotion. She remembered nights under a flickering bulb, reading old law books she found in the storeroom. She read quietly during lunch breaks while others scrolled through their phones. She wasn't just sweeping the floor, she was sweeping through pages of knowledge. Back to present moment. The junior associates were now standing. The interns were wide-eyed. Even Shabaz's longtime assistant looked at Hasina with newfound respect. It was as if for the first time the room had seen her clearly. And Shabaz. He looked humbled. Greater than I misjudged you, he said slowly. I apologize. She nodded but said nothing. The room didn't need any more words. That afternoon. Shabaz sent a formal email to the staff, introducing a new internal learning initiative for junior staff, one focused on improving legal language. Both English and Urdu, he appointed Hasina Bibi as the head trainer. Many were surprised. A few protested silently. But when she stood up the next week, white dupatta around her shoulders, holding a copy of Legal English Simplified, no one questioned her authority. Her first lesson began with a quote, "Greater than knowledge has no uniform. Humility is the first sign of intelligence." And sometimes, the quietest worker in the room holds the loudest truth.